Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another experiment where today we take a look at the tallest players in Football Manager and how they would get on in a team together. So what we've done is put all those tall players into one club, AFC Stoneham, my local club, and see how they get on. There is a transfer ban in place till 2025, so they can't sign anyone outside of their youth players and obviously the players they've already got. So we'll see how far we go until we've lost most of the players and it kind of comes a bit null and void, but we'll take a look. So I'll run you through every single one of the players and obviously their heights, and we'll go from there. First up in goal is Christoph van Hout at 6'10". Then we have the tallest player in the squad, which is Simon Block Jorgensen from Denmark at 6'11". Then we have the centre half Zarko Markovic at 6'8". Next is Stefan Sapic, a centre half from Serbia at again 6'8". Jonier Alomia, the centre half that's 6'9" from Colombia. Mikael Kvist from Denmark, who stands at 6'8" tall. Joel Kukold is the next one, an Australian winger / right back standing at 6'8" tall. Akeem Thomas, a centre half from Antigua and Barbuda at 6'8". Alessandro Coppola is next up, 20 years old, Italian, standing at 6'8" tall. Papa Alionu Ndeye is a centre half standing at 6'8" tall. Torbjorn Tron, the Norwegian that can effectively play anywhere at 6'7". Brian Antat from the Seychelles at 6'9" tall, playing centre midfield. Erwin Sanchez playing left midfield from Bolivia at 6'6". Yazan Thauji is playing at right midfield or centre midfield at 6'4". Niklas Bengtsson is the striker / centre midfielder from Sweden at 6'7". Yang Changpeng is the striker at 6'9" from China, can also play a little bit of centre half. Artem Korolchuk, the striker at 6'9" from the Ukraine. And finally we have Carl Hudlin, the English striker at 6'9" tall. So there you have it. That is the squad altogether. What we'll do is we'll go 6 months into the future, see how the boys do, and go from there. And here we are. It's the 1st of February, just after the January transfer window, and we can see Stoneham are top of the table, undefeated, 24 wins out of 24. And it looks like a 4-3-3 formation is the way they are going. Interesting to see, certainly. Let's take a look at the players involved. So the most appearances are from the likes of Alessandro Coppola, Mikael Kvist, and Van Hout there, with Ndeye, Thauji and Sanchez not far behind. But the top goal scorer and the main man for that side of things is definitely Thauji and Ume, who is the striker that I don't think we actually mentioned, is Chukwuemeka Ume, who's a Nigerian. He's 6'9". He must have been in the academy and I must have forgot about him, which isn't good. But there you go. 14 goals in 19 appearances isn't bad at all. They're obviously, I'm guessing they're using the height advantage they've got over all these other teams, which is obviously massive. And there can't be much to kind of go from there. You can see they have barely conceded, losing one game in the FA Cup to Margate on penalties by the looks of it. So they've not done badly, I have to say. It's quite an interesting kind of lineup you've got. But there you have it. We'll jump to the end of the season, see if they can hold on and how things go. Okay, so they have won it undefeated with 122 goal difference and 114 points. That is not bad at all. An average wage of £2,400 though might start to cause them a bit of issues. We can see there are a few transfers going on. So it looks like Simon Jorgensen is leaving to Nykøbing in Norway. Korolchuk is off to Arobizines. And Ume is off to MFM FC. So there are a few transfers going on where players will be leaving, but they've still got a good amount of quality in there. Erwin Sanchez and Thauji are the top goal scorers for the season, with Hudlin and Ume just behind him on 19, and Coppola even getting 18 goals. You can see that the centre halves and defenders getting double figures. That's not surprising, really. I'm sure they've got some banging corners that will be a lot of goals will be scored from. But there you go. We'll jump one more year, see how they do in the year above, or the league above, I should say, and take another look. All right, so they've just missed out on automatic promotion or promotion at all from the pitching in Southern League Division 1 South. 79 points in total. Second place in the league, far ahead of third, but nowhere near first, which is interesting. But let's take a look at the kind of squad, how they've gone and who's in there. So we can see, if we organise by height, we can kind of see who's stuck around. We've got Christoph Van Hoot, obviously still at the club, 35 years old, a bit of a star player for them, has played quite a lot. Carl Huddin as well, he's got 18 goals, so he was obviously the talisman for this season, with Zarko Markovic and Stefan Sapic as well there. We can see Markovic is in fact retiring at the end of the season, and Sapic is off to Philadelphia Union, so not a bad transfer for him. And Mirko Kvist is off to Esbjerg as well. Flaudgy again performed very, very well for them. You can see David Wheatley, who's come through the academy at 6'4", which isn't too shabby at all. But there you go. And Dye there as well, along with obviously Sapic and Hudlin, all still at the club. Couldn't quite get the promotion they wanted, and obviously a lot of those players will have left now. It'd be interesting to see kind of where players did go. Obviously we knew about a lot of these. Erwin Sanchez went off to Rotherham for 61,000, so a bit of money there. Chang Pen went off, and you can see Kukod went to Western Pride as well. So a few transfers there. Interesting to see. Oh, Sam Unwin was another player that is 6'5", playing on the right hand side, who started the game with them. Obviously hasn't made any appearances yet. And what about Ellis Taylor? He's the left midfielder from Sunderland, who is 6'5", again also hasn't played. So the young players that they brought in at the beginning of the save of that size didn't have much impact either. But there you have it. Certainly makes a difference. They're obviously quite good, so they were obviously better than the teams that they were playing against anyway. But it was interesting to see, and especially as the second season came round, it really gave them a good platform to push on and do very, very well. But there you have it, the tallest team in Football Manager. Let me know what you thought. If you were surprised at how tall some of those players were and who they were. Obviously, you're more than welcome to take a look and see what those players are like in game and everything like that. But there you have it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time.